All right. So this is my first ever multi-stream live broadcast. I'm streaming on three different platforms, and to be honest, let me see. And to be honest, I don't know if this is going to work completely yet. So this is going to be a short stream. This is just a test stream, just to see how this works. So what I'm going to do for this test stream, I'm going to be reading a chapter from one of my favorite books. I've read this book multiple times, and I'm going to read it again and again. It's called The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. And I don't remember, and let me know if you can hear me. I remember when I first got this book. It was 2005, 2006. I got it from somebody that I was working with by the name of Dwayne Johnson. I appreciate you. This is actually the copy that he gave me. I've since bought another copy, but I never returned this book to him. Lord forgive me. But this is an amazing book. If I ever seen him again, I'll buy it from him. But this is, if you never read this book, it's The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. And I'm going to read one of my favorite chapters, chapter 10. It's the scroll mark 3. And once I read this, I'm signing off because once again, I'm just testing this out. I will persist until I succeed. In the Orient, young bulls are tested for the fight arena in a certain manner. Each is brought to the ring and allowed to attack a picador who pricks them with a lance. The bravery of each bull is then rated with care according to the number of times he demonstrates his willingness to charge in spite of the sting of the blade. Henceforth, I will recognize that each day I am tested by life in like manner. If I persist, if I continue to try, if I continue to charge forward, I will succeed. I will persist until I succeed. I was not delivered unto this world in defeat, nor does failure course in my veins. I am not a sheep waiting to be prodded by my shepherd. I am a lion, and I refuse to talk, to walk, to eat with the sheep. I will hear not those who weep and complain, for their disease is contagious. Let them join the sheep. The slaughterhouse of failure is not my destiny. I will persist until I succeed. The prizes of life are at the end of each journey, not near the beginning. And it is not given unto me to know how many steps are necessary in order to reach my goal. Failure I may encounter at the 1,000th step, yet success hides behind the next bend in the road. Never will I know how close it lies unless I turn the corner. Always will I take another step. If that is of no avail, I will take another and yet another. In truth, one step at a time is not too difficult. I will persist until I succeed. Henceforth, I will consider each day's effort as but one blow of my blade against the mighty oak. The first blow might cause not a tremor in the wood, nor the second, nor the third. Each blow of itself may be trifling and seem of no consequence. Yet from childish swipes, the oak will eventually tumble. And so it will be with my efforts of today. I will be likened to the raindrop which watches away the mountain, the ant who devours the tiger, the star which brightens the earth, the slave who builds a pyramid. I will build my castle one brick at a time, for I know that small attempts, repeated, will complete any undertaking. I will persist until I succeed. I will never consider defeat, and I will remove from my vocabulary such words and phrases such as quit, cannot, unable, impossible, out of the question, improbable, failure, unworkable, hopeless, and retreat, for they are the words of fools. I will avoid despair, but if this disease of the mind should infect me, then I will work on in despair. I will toil. I will endure. I will ignore the obstacles at my feet and keep mine eyes on my goals above my head. For I know that where dry desert end, green grass grows. I will persist until I succeed. I will remember the ancient law of averages and I will bend it to my good. I will persist with knowledge that each failure to sell will increase my chance of success at the next attempt. Each nay I hear will bring me closer to the sound of yea. Each frown I meet only prepares me for the smile to come. Each misfortune I encounter will carry in it the seed of tomorrow's good luck. I must have the night to appreciate the day. I was failed often to succeed only once. I will persist until I succeed. I will try and try and try again. Each obstacle I will consider as a mere detour to my goal and a challenge to my profession. I will persist and develop my skills as the mariner developed his by learning to ride out the wrath of each storm. I will persist until I succeed. Henceforth, I will learn and apply another secret of those who excel in my work. When each day is ended, not regarding whether it has been a success or a failure, I will attempt to achieve one more sale. When my thoughts beckon my tired body homeward, I will resist the temptation to depart. I will try again. I will resist the temptation to depart. I will try again. I will make one more attempt to close with victory. And if that fails, I will make another. Never will I allow any day to end with a failure. Thus, I will plant the seed of tomorrow's success and gain an insurmountable advantage over those who cease their labor at a prescribed time. When others cease their struggle, then mine will begin and my harvest will be full. I will persist until I succeed. Nor will I allow yesterday's success to lull me into today's complacency. For this is the great foundation of failure. I will forget the happenings of the day that is gone, whether they were good or bad, and greet each sun with confidence that this will be the best day of my life. So long as there is breath in me, that long will I persist. For now I know one of the greatest principles of success. If I persist long enough, I will win. I will persist. I will win. That was chapter 10, the scroll mark 3 in The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. And what I got from that is when he says, like a blade against a mighty oak, or walking a journey that takes 1,000 steps. When you first hit a blade against a mighty oak tree, it looks like it did nothing relatively to the size of it. But if you get in there, if you just keep going, even that mighty oak will fall. When you're taking a journey that takes 1,000 plus steps, and your goal is to reach the end of that journey, which is success, don't you know that means at step 500 you failed? At step 600 you failed? At step 700 you failed? It's that 1,001st step that you get that victory. And another thing that I got from this chapter, it does not matter. It does not matter if you won yesterday. Oh, because you won yesterday, you sleep in today. Okay, then you're going to sleep in tomorrow. Then you're going to sleep in the very next day. It's a slippery slope. Whether you won or you failed yesterday, you need to have a short memory, and never go to sleep with a failure. Kill it. Right now it's 11:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have to be up in the morning, but I'm going to get this win. I'm going to record my first ever live stream for you. I appreciate the interaction, Joe Burnham. I appreciate you, man. I see that you're very familiar with Og Mandino, the great Og, the first OG. You know, so once again, this was just a first time doing this. I'm going to stop. I'm going to keep it short tonight. I appreciate the engagement, Joe. And I'm just trying to see how this works out. It's coming more. Let me know what you want me to talk about later on. But just so you know, I'm going to be talking mostly about, just my daily life, but also how to make your money work for yourself. How to go to sleep and still make money tax free. We're going to learn all of that. I appreciate you. I'm Randolph Love III.